Good day, my friends. It is Ford Action Day today, as promised. So I'll just scan quickly over here so that you so long can see, and I'm going to make it not so long video as yesterday with the Massey Fergusons. So you can pause whenever you would like to see more. So let's take it again one by one. And remember, this is about only the half of all my Fords. The rest is in bigger scale. Right, let's go. Okay guys, let's start with the cheapest and the smallest one. This is nothing special, but it's a Ford. That's why I throw it in. And the labels say it is a TW35, which obviously not look like this, because the TW35s, this white part stretch up to about there. But nevertheless, it looked like a Ford 6610 rather. Okay, you can pause as I go on. I don't want to make the video too long. Okay, the next one is a little tractor, very cheap. This is really a cheap stuff. It was a plastic. It is plastic, and I think it was green or red. And but it is really made like a Ford. You can see the Ford. You can say it looked like a Ford exactly. Everything. So I make it blue and white, and I say this is my Ford 3000 or maybe a 5000. And it's actually a smart little tractor, but nothing special really. But I like it. Okay, let's go on to a very nice model. And this is Britain's Ford 5000. This is again the English spec with the lights in the center. You can see it got the crystal lights there. And this is realistically built, scale 134 or 43. But this is a real nice tractor. And this came out when I was a child. We played with this. And I remember a tractor like this in the shop was R1 only. And I still got one today. This is in the 60s models. Very nice little Ford 5000. There it is. You remember my Massey Ferguson yesterday had the same wheel, Corgi. Is it Corgi or is it Dinky? I think it's a Corgi. Okay guys, this is a Ford 5000. Now I've got the Ford 6600. The sticker is gone on the front side, but this is the real Ford 6600. This is a scale 1/34, a little bigger. Also got the lift mechanism. I don't want to break it, but it can move. It's just a little bit tough now with the driver, and it is obviously steerable. So there it is, 6600. Okay, you can pause and look further for yourself. This is the little man. Okay, and then I've got a Ford 976. This is just after the Versatile, but it's actually a Versatile. I think Ford has something to do with Versatile, and it became a Ford. I've got the top of the cab. It is somewhere in the box, but this is my little Versatile. It's an Ertel model. Okay, let's put them aside. And then I've got a very nice, this is a German model, guys. NZG. It's a Ford, everything can move. It is a Ford 550, and it can realistically tip. It's very strong. You have to put in power to move it. You go nice down and nice up. Not steerable, and it must have a cap, I believe, although I'm not 100% sure because there's no place where it can click in or so. And then it got a movable backside, as you can see. And this can also move. And that can move. And this can move. So this is an NZG from Germany. Very nice little model. It's actually big. This is about, from there to there is about 12 inches. Okay, let's put it aside. Okay guys, and then I've got a Fordson, I believe it's an F, I'm not sure. Nice and steerable. I've got this many years. My wife bought it for me one Christmas in the very early or 890s. It's also an Ertl model. Very strongly made. And it was never played with because it was mine from the start. I've got a John Deere also. That will come up. I think it's a Waterloo Boy. I'm not sure. No, it's not a Waterloo Boy. I think it's a G. And then I've got, this must be a Ford 8N, 9N or 2N. I'm really not sure, guys. It didn't say on the tractor. But I know Matt, the Scrap Whisperer, he have one of these, but I believe this is the earlier model. This is the Red Valley Ford. Actually a very heavy playable tractor from Ertl. I've got this also many years. Okay, so you guys can pause and look if you want. Okay, then I've got a very nice other models for you. This is a little Fordson Super Dexter, 1963. This is an exact model, guys, from Universal Hobbies. The detail on this tractor is unbelievable. I've got this one in scale 1/16 as well, and that will come up. As I say, I've got many big Fords that still will come up. Okay, then I've got, this is a Fordson E27N 1948, but this is the early ones. The early E27Ns. I'll show you now next the later models. This was the shape, had more or less a shape than this F. So it become an F27N. We had two of the next one that I will show you. We had two of them when I was a kid. Okay, let me show you that. Here it is, the later one, 1945. I think that one say 48. So I don't know, according to me, this was the later ones. But nevertheless, this is the Fordson E27Ns that we had. Paraffin and then fuel, 2 tanks. 27 horsepower. And I've got this one in scale 1/16, very big model. That will come up. The detail is incredible. All the lines, all the fuel and the choke and the fan and the radiator and the fan belts, everything is, the plugs, you name it, everything is in there. Hand built. This is hand built stuff. You will see on that E27N when I bring it up, the big one, you will see why I say it is hand built. And then one of my other favorites, this is again a Ford 5000. This one is from also Universal Hobbies. It is Ford 5000 1964. I love these tractors, guys. I've got another one in a bigger scale, but that will come up now for you. But very nice, awesome tracker. Okay, here is the bigger one, the scale 1 and 34. Let me just pick it up. This is the Ford 5000 1964. It's the same company than this one, but this is the smaller than that one. But the detail is very, very, very great on these models. Okay, and now, not the last, here is a Fordson. This is the Fordson Power Major with the lights on the front side. Outside, the Super Major had it in the grille. So the detail on this is again absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And I've got this one also in scale 1/16, and that will come up, guys, on the next Ford video. Okay, now I want to show you something that you eyes will not believe. Just hang on, I need to get it out of the box. This is what you're about to see. Incredible detail. I'm gonna open the box now for you. Okay, guys, here it is. Let me turn it around. I'll show you some detail now. This is an Ertl model, Precision. You can see the plugs there. I'll try and zoom in now on a few places for you. There you can see the chains and the lift arms, everything. The real light there. And there's the carburetor. There you can see the fan and the radiator, the air cleaner. Okay, let me set you up for some close-ups. Okay, guys, I zoom into the dashboard. With a naked eye, you will not see that tachometer and the oil pressure and the temperature meter and the fuel meter. And you can actually see the meters, but it's very difficult to hold it still. In front of the engine, plug wires, fuel pit, fuel tank, the front emblem, and you will read nothing with your naked eye. Carburetor, guys, you want to tune on it if you can see it, all the detail. Even the sticker on the air cleaner. Okay guys, and it is steerable. And look my finger and the tires. How many times do I need to turn the steering wheel for the wheels to turn? It is very realistic, and it got steering arms both sides. That really works, if you can see, as well as on the other side. So guys, this is a very, very, very smart tractor. I've got two plows, a plow and a blade as well for him. But next time I will bring up some very nice Fords, guys. This is only the first that I get in the box. So more Massey Fergusons, more Fords, and where's the others? And then the random, I've got David Brown's, Farmers, Dietz, you name it. It come up, guys. Just hang on. And last, I forgot my little 8N with a loader. Also Ertel model, and it's also the vintage vehicles. And I can take it off because it was opened once, but I take it out. So it's a nice white little tractor. Okay, so guys, hope you like the video. Subscribe for more. Bye bye. Thank you.